According to my broker, I've traded over $10 million in volume this year. $10 million. And my net gain? Under 2,000. Now, my own spreadsheet where I track every single trade that I make says that I'm up about 7,000. But the reality of the situation is I could not be considered a profitable trader or a consistent one, and that's why I'm starting this channel. Hi, my name's Chris, and this is my public, unfiltered journal about what it really takes to learn this skill. And it's not about the profits yet, it's about the process. And my process started with one of the dumbest trades of my life. But to get to that dumb trade, let's go back in time a little bit. My interest in stocks started when I was in high school, where I ran a stock market club. Ran is a strong word. It was really just us finding giant gappers in Market Watch and placing bets on penny stocks. People were betting on weak stocks and did surprisingly really, really well at that time. But I had no idea how to read a candlestick. It was pure gambling. While the high school stuff was all paper trading, anything after that wasn't. And when I started college, I took a step back from the stock market to focus on school. And I missed out on some massive opportunities, to say the least. The worst one of all was during the COVID crash when I sold NVIDIA for $200 a share, pre-split. And I never bought back in because I was scared. Fast forward a bit, I graduated, got a great job as a software engineer. I always had this nagging feeling. Is this the end goal? Financial freedom was always the dream, and I figured what better way to scale financially than in the stock market. So I jumped right back in, no paper trading, real money, real trades, because I figured I'd learn faster with real money on the line. and boy, did I learn. I was chasing low float, small market cap, momentum movers, like whatever stock was up 30%. It was a small cap stock. I was like, I want to try to trade that. Well, I got burned. I lost $1,100 my first month, and the bulk of it was on a singular trade, LUNR. To this day, I have no idea how it happened. I was looking to buy a small position on LUNR, maybe had a few shares, and I suddenly found myself with almost 4,000 shares of LUNR on margin, completely over leveraged in a stock that I knew next to nothing about. And I freaked out. It was one of my first trades back, and I immediately sold my entire position as soon as I saw it for a loss of around $900, because cut your losses right when you make a mistake or anything. But the sickest part of it was that if I'd held on to it for a few more months, I would have made tens of thousands of dollars. But that's not the point. The point is I had no plan. I paid the price. And after that, I kind of lost motivation. I got busy with work and stopped trading. A few months later, I took some time off work to travel, and I found myself in Romania at one point, and I met someone. I won't get into the details, but when we parted ways, I knew that we were on different paths and our lives were taking us in different directions. And when I got back, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I never, ever want money to be the reason that I can't be somewhere or do something or be with someone. I never want to be held down by that. And that was the moment my quest for financial freedom came back at full force. It wasn't a nice idea anymore. It was a mission. A fire was lit under my ass, and that brought me back right here, the stock market. Because I thought If other people can do it, why can't I? I know that I can do this if I put my mind to it. So when I got back in November, I started again. I used my same stupid old strategy for a week and I lost 65 bucks. I knew I needed some structure. I ended up finding a community based in a strategy that was based on relative strength and weakness, not RSI, but it made sense. So I started practicing that and have been tracking every single trade that I've made in this giant spreadsheet. I've made literally thousands of trades since then. I've explored options trading. I've learned from YouTubers who teach you how to fish rather than give you the fish. And slowly I'm moving forward, making progress. But my problem was never strategy. My biggest problem, the one that I face every single day, is completely psychological. It's this habit, this need of always needing to be doing something, always having to be in a trade, always adjusting things. I know the rules conceptually. Don't revenge trade. Maintain your position size for the risk profile that you have defined. Honor the levels you set beforehand. I know all these things, but knowing something and actually doing something are two entirely different things. I truly believe that trading is the hardest way to make easy money. The battle against yourself. Which finally brings me to why I'm sitting here talking to you. Years ago, I was really into competitive Overwatch. I started streaming and something pretty amazing happened. By holding myself publicly accountable to an audience, walking through my decision making, reviewing my mistakes, I became a much better player and I was able to consistently hit top 500. And that's what I'm hoping to do here. This channel is my tool for public accountability. It's my public trading journal, my drawdown diary, if you will. By sharing my trades, my plans, my struggles, I hope to force myself to become better, more disciplined, more patient. If you're in a similar boat, if you're tired of the hype, if you just want to see a real, unfiltered journey of a regular guy trying to conquer this beast, I hope you'll join me. Hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments what's been the most painful trade you've ever taken. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching.